Hi everybody! Today we're going to see how I draw Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. Just so you know, there's a coloring book that you can get through Amazon. Just follow the link in my description and you can get a coloring book to show me how you color to how I draw. Okay, pencils first and then Sharpies. So if you want to watch the pencil portion of the video where I sketch the entire thing out, look in the description and you'll find a link that you can click on that will take you to the Sharpie portion of the video. I'll even include one for color. But for those of you that are going to stick around and watch me sketch for myself, I'm going to start off with a quick sketch for myself and get us going. Stick figure first, making sure I've got the proportions. And then we go. This should be pretty simple because, again, it's going to be, I hate to say it again, like that's what I'm doing for all of them. I kind of am. It's going to be robes. You know what I mean? I'm trying to do a little bit different, something. I'm trying to speak correctly is what I'm trying to do. But I'm trying to do something a little different for all of them by giving them some kind of personality, you know? So for the old Draco, I like slick back hair Draco more than I do older, disheveled, barely keeping it together Draco. And what I mean by that is the end of the movies. Yeah, because, you know, that's what I'm going by, images from the movies, not the books. Sorry, that sounded terrible. Sounded like I was mad about books. Like, books. But you know, towards the end where he's disheveled and barely keeping it together and pretty much, you know, regrets all his decisions and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, and he looks, again, very, very disheveled and regretful. And anyway, I like, I guess, the younger, contemptible Draco more than I do the older, atoning for your sins Draco. But I'm going for more, not regal, but kind of snooty pompous. There's the word I'm looking for, snooty pompous Draco. Because, you know, in so many words, he does think he's better than everybody else, you know? So, you know, with everybody else, I've got like a wide stance, an action pose, so to speak. You know, with him, I'm going for more of a, like I said, not really regal, but a little more of a snooty. That's about all I can really say is snooty pompous. I mean, how do you say snooty pompous in a drawing? I mean, you don't. You just try to capture what you're going for. But the point is, I wanted it more stoic, more standing there than an action pose. That's what I'm trying to say. See what I can do for a face. Because he does have a long neck, but at this point he's got his collar on, so I don't want to go too long of a neck. But he does have a thin face. And I've said this many times, I can't draw likenesses in the amount of time that we have to draw here. I'm trying to get you in and out with about 30 minutes. If I had maybe a couple hours to spend and really sit here and hone in the detail, sure, I can make it look like Alexander McGillicuddy. I honestly, this guy, I do not know his name. I really don't. But anyway, because I can't draw likenesses, I'm fine with, yeah, it'll look like a cosplay person, you know. So someone who's dressed up like Draco Malfoy, you know. I think I even made him too fat in the face. I think he needs to be a little leaner. Not bad. Yeah, you know what? I think I'm fine with that. I think I'm good with, you know, it's not the most, it doesn't look exactly like him, but I'm good with what I came up with. That's what I'm trying to say. Let's go with this. So let me erase some of these sketch lines real fast, because I want my Sharpie to stand out, not my pencil lines. And normally what happens is the first few lines I'm putting down, those are my sketch lines. I'm trying to get the placement, the position, and the proportions, the 3 P's, PPPs, to fit on the paper. And then once I'm comfortable with that, I start pressing harder. Once I'm more confident with the placement and the proportions, yeah, I press harder. So when I erase lightly, the sketch disappears, but not the drawing. So I follow my confidence, get rid of my sketchiness. So you do the same, and you do amazing things in life. So I say we welcome everybody that skipped to the next section and get going. Welcome, skippers. Welcome to the Sharpie portion of the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, because I do a different drawing every day. You can join along and have some fun. I'm going to be using a Sharpie fine point and a Sharpie pen. Mostly the fine point, but a pen's a little finer than a fine point. It can find things that a fine point can't quite find. I've sketched the entire thing out. I've erased the majority of the sketch lines, but left myself enough to see where we're going to go. And if you want to see more Harry Potter, check out that playlist right there, or just check out the playlist in general, because I do so many drawings, because I do one every single day, that I may have already drawn what you're looking for. So check out the playlist. If not, give me a shout. I'll see what I can do about requests. I get a lot of them, so you know, be gentle or give me time. So I've already sketched out where he's going to go, so I'm just going to jump right in with the eyelid like this. I like to do this to make sure I've got him level and facing the right way, and that looks about right. So I'm going to draw the retina, the color part like this, very slight. I can't really draw a pupil. I can try to dab like that, but it's just so tiny you probably can't even see it. This, it's pointless too, because that's just going to bleed altogether. For the bottom of the eye, because I've got him kind of squinting a little bit, a little snooty, I can't draw that line. If you can draw the underline, go for it. Me, this will start to bleed, so I'm just going to kind of come back like that, kind of imply that there's a line. I'll do more with color. But see, I'll let the retina and that line kind of imply where the bottom is and take care of the rest with color. I got a certain look for him I'm trying to go for, so that's why I'm just kind of keeping it very simple. And there's an eyebrow there like that, a little snooty brow. A little like that, a little, that's a little too saucy. Let's bring it down a little bit into the angry pose. There we go. That worked out. And we'll kind of give him a furrowed brow like that. Okay. Now for the nose, there's not much I can really do, because it's a lot of contours, right? I could definitely do a nostril. That's a solid end. But the bridge and all that stuff, that's a nice contour that I'd rather do with color than worry about with the Sharpie. because this screams at you. It's not subtle at all. So I'll just come down here and I'll do some nostrils. And I can do a little bit of the actual ridge of the nostril, like this. But the bulb of the nose and all that stuff, I want to do that with color because, like I said, it's more of a contour than a hard edge, okay? So for the mouth, I do kind of have a snooty, like frowny mouth. So something like that. So for his top lip, I can try to do a little something like this. But again, it's so tiny I can't do too much. So I can do like that for the bottom lip, but that's it. That's all I'm gonna do. Okay, for his chin, I'm gonna have it down here, and I'm gonna start to thicken my lines up too, because as I switch over to this Sharpie, you're gonna see a huge difference in line width. So I'm gonna match where this is gonna go. All right, he's got a very long face, so I'm gonna keep it long like that. There's his jawline. And you don't have to thicken up the edges like I am, especially if you're working with pencil. That might look a little strange. So don't feel like you have to. I'm just explaining to you why I draw, how I draw. All right, so I'm gonna come up here for his cheekbones. And then his hair is gonna kick in like there. So actually we're gonna draw some more here, draw his ear out, like this. I got him kind of almost like a not, oh, I want to say devil ear, but it's not a devil ear, more like a pointy ear, which kind of implies, you know, some kind of what do you call it? Not I want to say devil or demon, you know, but I'm just trying to go for something a little more devilish, right? I guess that's the word I'm looking for. It's probably a little too big. Hey, what's done is done. I say we keep going. So I've got his hair slicked back. So I'm gonna kind of come in here, but I gotta be careful because it's white hair, right? So I wanna draw some of these lines going through like this. Bring it back up to connect. This is where it's coming back. It's slicked back like this. So I've got his hair, like I said, slicked back, but I don't want to draw all the hairlines. I just want to keep it nice and white, you know? So I think that's good for edges. Like I said, I want to keep it super simple. I'm going to come up here for the top edge and just kind of bring it all together. So something like that. Again, I'd love to draw more hairlines, but you know, I'm keeping it light and white. Now, again, I'm thickening up my edges, but you don't have to. Always remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw. We'll meet somewhere in between. And here, maybe I can bring in that ear a little bit by thickening the inside line rather than the outside and not making it so pointy. But I don't know, it kind of captures something, you know, kind of gives him a little devilish feel, you know? All right, I like that. That came out really, really good for me. Okay, so he's prim and proper. I've got him dressed nice. No open collar like everybody else. He's got it sealed, so not sealed, closed. So I'm gonna go ahead and close it out like this. And his hand is in front of him. He's kind of holding his wand up. So let me draw his tie real quick. I'm going to stop there. It goes lower, but I'm going to stop there because his hand is in the way. So let me kind of build my way back around here because I need to draw what's in front first. So shoulders are coming down. His robe, the hood of it is like kind of draped over like this. Again, we'll continue those lines in a second. This is going to be his shoulder, kind of wrinkled for the robes. and then the elbow goes up here, but the robe hangs down. So let me show you the top part, right? And that's the robe coming down like this. Again, I'm stopping before I get there because I got to draw that first, but I can connect this. All right, so we're drawing his hand like this. It's hard for me to show you, right? Because that's how he's holding his wand up. So I've got his shirt pressed and nice, like this. Now I can connect that. Then his hand, we're gonna draw I guess the back of it first. Now, I can only get so many details with this big Sharpie, so we're gonna come back with the small Sharpie if I can. Let's see what I can do. There's some knuckles. There's the index finger, because it's going to be like this. The index finger's out because it's holding the wand. He's doing this, but we're looking at the back side, right? So these are down, this one's up, right? That's the idea. So I'm going to go ahead and draw that finger out. Bring it in. These are down. What's funny is no matter how good a sketch is, once I get in with these Sharpies, sometimes it gets kind of lost. Just because I want you to be able to just grab whatever you have lying around the house. You know, you shouldn't have to spend a lot of money on supplies. So grab a pencil, whatever, but sometimes that Sharpie is too big for things like this. And so that's where we are, you know. But like I said, at least you have what's around the house. You don't have to spend a lot of money on supplies. If you do, go for it. Do what you want, you know, but I'm just saying you don't have to. You shouldn't have to. Everybody should be able to afford to draw. Okay, so see, that gets the point across. So now I'm going to draw his wand, just kind of coming straight out this way. And I want to follow just kind of like this. I'm kind of following the wrist. Right? Something like that. Does anybody out there have his wand? I don't. There we go. That works perfect. All right, close that off. And so now, yeah, I'll go ahead and add some wrinkles because the cloth. And let me, again, now that I have an edge, now that I have a stop point, I can actually draw these back in. And where his shoulder is, again, let me add some wrinkles and folds to the robe. Right? Awesome. And let's see. I guess I can bring that down like this. Bring the other side. Now where it connects, we can't really see as much. It's going to connect like that right there. So this end's going to come up here, kind of go in. Don't want to draw through that. I got to be careful. Like that. And then the other shoulder is going to be like this. So that's coming down. But see, so much is behind it. It's like, well, you can only see so much anyway, you know? Alright, so now we're just drawing robes. That's all we're really doing. So the shoulder is going to be here, then the hand's coming out that way. So let's go ahead and draw the robe out like that. And it's going to connect right here in the middle. This one's coming up this way. Going to bring it down like this. Going to meet them. And look, I didn't actually touch. Oh well, you just connect them. You know, I didn't let the past dictate my future. That's what I said. Okay, this robe is coming out this way. And this hand is just hanging down because, again, he's kind of snooty, kind of, I don't need you. I don't need to, peasant. You know, I don't need to talk to you. And so we'll just draw a few more lines because, again, it's just a robe. So it's just lines, creases, you know? But that's what I was saying. That's why this one's going to be so simple. You know, very, very elegant, very regal. And this hand is just hanging down. So I'm going to back of his hand. The fingers are just hanging down. This, when you're in a relaxed position, it's going to be like this. You know, just kind of just hanging there. So that's why I'm just kind of curling the fingers up a little bit, just to say that, yeah, he's relaxed. He's not worried about you or your Harry Potter. You know, he's just hanging out. So hand is relaxed. Pants down to shoes. Again, real simple. But that's what I wanted for him. I wanted just relaxed and stoic and confident in his I mean, it's called was it hubris? But that's what I wanted for him. Again, I'm trying to capture a little bit of their personality in their drawing. Okay, now I add just a little bit of detail. And then just the top of the shoe. Nothing too crazy. But like that, I say we take care of the rest with color. So from Harry Potter, that is Draco Malfoy. So here's how I colored it. Tell me what you think in the comments below, or show me what you did in our Discord group. Just have fun and make it your own, because remember, this is how I draw. You draw how you draw, and we'll meet somewhere in between. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more adventures on How I Draw. Plus, don't forget to hit that notification button for new videos.